morning YouTube. Today I thought I would do the intimidating TBR tag. Let's go! A book that you've been unable to finish. For this I have two. I have The Fire Sermon by XinaHailey and The Accident Season by Moira Fowley Doyle. Basically I picked these up quite a while ago and I got halfway through both of them and then I think I just got super distracted by uni and I just put them down and I never picked them back up. And I was enjoying them, so it's not like they were really boring books or anything, but I just haven't finished them, so I need to get round to doing that. So The Fire Sermon focuses on a land where twins are sort of separated at birth. One is weak, one is strong, and the weak one is sort of sent to live in squalor, and the strong one gets like an awesome life basically. So I can't remember too much more about this, but I remember thinking it was a really unique concept and really enjoying it. But yeah, need to get back to this. And then The Accident Season, again, I don't remember too much about, but I remember that it's a girl who basically just has 1,000,000,001 accidents, which I totally relate to because I am clumsy as hell. Yes, I definitely want to read this. Plus it's really short, so like why didn't I finish this? It's not even that long. I feel like I don't have any excuse for not reading this one. A book that you haven't read just because you don't have enough time. Honestly, I think I'm gonna have to say City of Bones by Cassandra Clare because I know once I pick this one up, I'm gonna want to work through the entire series, and I've put this on a TBR before, so yes, I didn't read it. There are so many of them and they are so fat and awesome, and then there are a spin-off series, and I know that once I get into it, I'm not gonna want to stop. I'm gonna want to read everything Shadowhunters. So yes, I just don't have the time for that at the moment, but I want to get to it super duper soon because City of Bones, like, I need to read this. I'm so behind. A book you haven't read yet because it's the sequel. For this one I'll have to say Lair of Dreams by Tbr. I'm not gonna look at the back and see what it's about. I picked this one up from a charity shop for about £1, £2 because I saw it there and I knew I wanted to read this series, so I thought why not pick it up? I mean, £2 for a book this size, yes please. But I don't have the first book and I've not seen it in a charity shop, and there's been so many other books coming out that I've just not bought it, so I need to go get the Diviners so I can read this one. A book you have yet to read yet because it's brand spanking new. Okay, I actually went to the shop the other day, to a charity shop, so I do have some new books. It might not be new out in sort of release date terms, but it's new to me, so I will go get them now. Okay, so I got 4 books actually because they were like £1 each. I got Teardrop by Lauren Kate, which I just saw Lauren Kate and thought, yep, I'm having that. The Winner's Crime by Marie Rudkowski? I know this isn't the first book of the season, but it's the first time I've seen one in a charity shop, so I picked it up and now I can start collecting another series of books. Heroes by, oh, not by Saving Charlie, it's like a spin-off of the TV show, and it's a book called Saving Charlie, Heroes. I loved Hero from Heroes and I loved the TV show, and I didn't know they did books, so I got this one because I loved the TV show and now I get to read more about Charlie and him. And then I also got Lament by Maggie Stiefvater because Maggie Stiefvater is bae and I need to read this. I need to read everything by her and then get it all signed because she's bae. So yes, Maggie Stiefvater's Lament. I'm not going to say too much about what these are about because, to be honest, most of them I just picked up because I'd seen around or I loved the authors. So yeah. Mini book haul. A book that you haven't read yet because you read another book by the author and you didn't really like it. I honestly don't have anything for this question. I'm sorry. I like all of the books. I don't actually have a negative thing to say. So yes, none. A book that you're just not in the mood for. Game of Thrones by George R. Martin. Basically, again, this is another giant series and I just don't have the time for it, and I still need to catch up on the TV show. Not that that has anything to do with it, but yes, there are so many books in the series and they are so big and there is so much information that I'll need to take in that I don't know, I'm just not really in the mood for a giant fantasy series just yet. A book that's on your TBR that you just haven't read yet because it's humongous. This one I'm going to go with The Redemption of Aphelis by David and Lee Eddings, and this book is bigger than my face. Like, it's bigger than my head. So yes, this is the book, and this is how thick it is. There are almost 700 pages in this beast of a book, and I feel like I just need to take an entire day or 3 to just sit and power my way through this one. It's got such a pretty cover though, and I can't wait to read it. but it's high fantasy as well, so it definitely needs my attention rather than just sort of breezing through it, because there'll be so much information and so much world building, because this is a single volume, it's not like a series, so everything is in this book. So yes, this is my big book of choice. A book that you haven't read yet because you bought it because of the cover and then you heard a load of mixed reviews and you kind of just haven't read it. Great explanation, Xina. Okay, so I'm gonna pick Clariel by Garth Nix. I don't even think this is the first book in the series, but I remember just thinking that this was a really striking cover, and since then I've kind of heard people talking about it and they either love it or they hate it. So, you know, let me know in the comments what you think. Maybe I should get to this series, maybe I should buy it the rest of the series. But yes, I haven't got to it and I don't know why, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know how soon / if I'll read it, but I have it. I do have it. I also just realised the most annoying thing. I already had Teardrop by Lauren Kate, but in a smaller, much shinier size. So now I have two. Well, I guess that's okay considering she's my favourite author, but like, look at the size difference of these two books. This is mad. It's so much bigger. Yeah, so I have two. You didn't really need to know that, but oh well. What is the most intimidating book on your TBR? Okay, so for this one I'm gonna have to pick the entirety of the like inheritance cycle. I think it's called the inheritance cycle. It might not be, correct me if I'm wrong, but basically they are all this big. I don't have the first book yet, but they are all this big and they are huge and there are so many pages and it's intimidating as hell. But I loved the movie, so you know, I feel like I should read the books at some point. I just don't quite know when that will be. So I tag anybody who fancies doing this tag. It's quite interesting to look at your TBR and actually pick books out and think, maybe I should read this soon. So yeah, I have far too many books on my TBR, as I've now established, and I make new videos several times a week, so subscribe if you want to find out when I post a new one, and I will see you next time. Bye! A book that you've... I don't know. But basically I picked this up for a trim... As you do.